Hello, my name is Rick Utzler with AirgunWeb.com, and I'm here in the bowels of Umarex USA in the quality control booth with Vince, and we're going to talk about Elite Force Airsoft products. We're also going to talk about IASS, and you know all about it, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's a huge step. I mean, that's something that's important to not only the firearms community and educating kids, but it's about time, you know. And
trigger time.
Yeah. Yep,
trigger
and I'm
time.
glad Airsoft is finally getting a little bit of recognition. It's a valuable tool. A few years ago at SHOT Show, we'd have guys come in like law enforcement and military, and they'd pick it up and wonder where the rest of the HK products were, the IWI, and they'd realize it was Airsoft, put it down and walk out. This year, they actually came in searching it out because it's a viable training tool.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Well, one of the things we did recently there in Havasu, we had Rob Potter with IASS come out and do a training scenario, a little exhibition of the whole program, and we shot everything from pellet pistols to airsoft pistols to, airsoft shotguns to, these types of the CQB type M4s.
Right.
And it was a lot of fun. I did not know it was going to be as much fun as it was, and I am completely hooked. So I even bought my own set of targets. So one of the things I noticed while we were out there, though, was the dramatic difference in, for example, like this gun, when I have one of these, a slightly older version, and I have the factory, came with it battery.
Right.
And it's sluggish. So, let me just finish this. When I was running the course, I won, but by 0.3 of a second. And the difference between like winning and losing could be a battery.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's dramatic difference. There's industry standards in battery. There's your 8.4 nickel metal hydride, then your 9.6. And then you bump up a little bit to the LiPoly or the LiPo batteries. You have a 7.4, which is essentially a 9.6 battery, then the 11.1. So 11.1 is going to get you that second or 0.0, whatever it might be, kind of advantage. So, yeah, trigger response, it's a lot snappier. You have almost an instant response time. So that is very important. LiPo, you're also going to get a larger capacity. So probably going to be able to go all day with a LiPo.
Now, are they compatible across the board? So if I have a NiCad, like an older model that was a NiCad, or well, wouldn't be NiCad these days, it'd be the nickel metal hydride or whatever. So in a nickel metal hydride, can I just throw in a LiPoly and it'd be okay?
Not necessarily. Some of the things we've done, you want to check to see if you have silver core or low res wiring. You want to make sure you have a full metal gearbox. LiPo will put a lot more wear and tear on your gearbox, but again, just as long as you have a quality tool, quality airsoft gun, you shouldn't have much problem on semi-automatic with a LiPo.
And we were talking earlier about specifically the M4 CQB, how it's been through so many different revisions. You're at what now?
Seventh generation.
Okay, so you're 7th gen.
Growing pains in between there. We've replaced the tappet plate. There's all kinds of little pieces inside this gearbox, and again, after 7 previous versions, we pretty much got it perfected. So, cost effective. You're looking for what some people call their sport line. We call our competition grade, about 169, 170, somewhere around there. And, it is polymer, but it's a really nice polymer, full metal gearbox.
Is in this metal?
Metal rail,
yes. There you go.
Yes, so.
Now I have, like I said, I have this. I think I have Gen 4. Is what you guys sent me originally. This is incredibly solid. I've held a lot of copies of something like this.
Right.
They don't feel like this.
There's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of airsoft guns. And again, if you get a good quality tool from the get-go, you're going to have a lot better experience. So.
All right, I'm going to try that.
Oh.
You had micro switch.
Right.
11. Yeah, okay. That's dramatically different.
Yeah, it's a big difference for sure.
Now, this one here has got the standard capacity battery, correct?
Yes. Well, that's a 7.4, which is essentially a 9.6.
Okay.
You're going to get a lot longer life out of it, but you can tell the difference in the response time.
Yeah, big difference. So if I'm trying to clear targets in a hurry, I can make up 0.3 of a second in no time.
Easily, yeah.
So that's sort of the dramatic difference I wanted people to see, that this is good, solid, will work.
Right.
But if you wanted that little bit of competitive edge.
That advantage, definitely battery is paramount.
Yeah.
That and good quality BBs. We do massive testing on our BBs, perfectly spherical, no seams. I mean, the ammo you use, it's the gas you put in your car. It's very important, so yeah.
What's this guy right here?
This is one of our newest offerings. Again, we do a majority of licensed airsoft products. This is the HK UMP 45, and this is a gas blowback version. So, unlike you know, the AEG, or you know, this
The
will be
electrics.
powered with green gas. So, and this is a standard capacity magazine. I believe it's a 30 rounder. Functions, you know, the same as the real thing. So, I mean, very high quality. And gas blowback is going to give you a little more realism as far as you know, blowback and you know, like I said, standard capacity.
Well,
although
one of the things we talked about, I apologize for interrupting.
no,
I apologize for interrupting.
jerk. I'm kidding.
All the important stuff's in the magazine.
Right.
And I wanted to talk
Right.
a little bit about that because it's actually one of my pet peeves with Airguns, actually,
Right.
is to have a gun that everything
All
is
self-contained.
Yeah,
right
and
inside
then if you
there.
have a leak, you got to bench the gun,
Right.
figure out the problem.
Right. As opposed to just replacing a magazine.
Right.
Way better deal. Yeah. And again, there's a lot of gas blowback guns out there. I mean, from pistols, which I know you were admiring our Walther PPQ
yes.
earlier. And these have the
Absolutely.
metal magazines, so, and also available in a high capacity magazine as well. So, yeah, but this is polymer coated magazine. So obviously polymer, just based on physics, you drop metal or polymer, this displaces energy better. So
Right.
all the working parts are in here. The you know, the valves and chamber and everything else, you know, powered by green gas. Very, you know, very simple. On the bottom you have the
Fill port.
yep, and it's basically, you know, a little fill. We can't shoot this right here because obviously there's BBs in it, but we'll get to that in a bit. But
Right.
yeah, again, all the working parts in there, so you're not waiting for your gun to be, you know, sent back to you.
Okay, price point on something like this.
Oh, you're looking about $299, $300.
Okay.
But all of our higher end elite level guns, what we call them, have a 1-year warranty, and we
All
pay.
right.
Like, say you have a problem and the gun does need to be shipped back, we pay for the shipping back to us
Oh,
and then back to
that's
you.
incredible.
So,
yeah, no, that's really standing behind
Yeah.
the product. That's very cool. The other thing I noticed when you were talking about this is that you said 30 round magazine.
I believe that is 30. Yes.
All right, this is another one of my pet peeves
Okay.
with Airsoft and the whole skirmishing thing. And guys, please forgive me if you're a purist. Please don't take this personally, all right? But if I like sort of the realism, so if
Right.
I have like an M4, I want 30 rounds in the mag,
Right.
not 300.
Right.
I want something that's going to be more realistic, more true to form.
Right.
So do you find that the gas ones are more like that? They're more realistic mags, or
You know, there's options. Again, there's two basic types of magazines for our airsoft guns. This is a high capacity magazine. BBs get loaded in the top here, and then it's 300 rounds to fill it up. You wind it, and then you'll have to wind it occasionally as the BBs go out. But we have a mid-cap magazine that loads with a speed loader through the top here, so you could put in 30 rounds if you want.
Okay.
You could put in 20 rounds if you want, and
Okay.
you know, it'll feed without any sort of winding or anything like that.
all right, so more realistic if you want. Okay.
Yes, depending on what application you're using it for, whether it's training or whether it's the 3-gun or the 2-gun, or
Right.
you know what I mean, familiarizing younger kids with how to safely handle an airsoft gun.
Right.
If they do go full auto, they only got the 30 rounds or 20 rounds. So
Right. Okay. Well, that's very cool. Maybe we can do a little shooting.
let's do that.
All right, I'm going to try the H&K UMP gas blowback rifle. That's way cool. All right, so the next gun we're going to take a look at is the Elite Force M4 CQB. This is the Generation 7, and it's got an 11-1 LiPo battery. This is different than what you get in the box. This is an upgraded battery, should give you a little bit quicker trigger response and faster full auto. I'd say it works pretty good. So the final product I'm going to take a look at today is the Walther PPQ. This is a gas blowback pistol. I used it felt it on the set of American Airgunner, and this thing is phenomenal. I just had to get some trigger time with it. I've got the standard capacity mag, and I've got this high capacity mag. Let's see how it does. Yeah, I like it. That works pretty doggone good. Well, Vince, man, thank you so much.
Thank you for stopping by, man.
I don't know that I can pick a favorite. I think each one brings something unique.
Right.
This, I love the crisp action of the blowback. It feels like
I saw you smiling, and some of the things you were saying off camera about this. I think you're probably going to end up taking one of these home.
Yeah, I'm trying to work that out.
All right.
But I just like the way it feels. I like the snap.
Yeah.
I love this with the high capacity battery.
Right.
That's really good. And, well, this pistol, it's the same sort of thing. It's just got a real good snap to it.
Right.
It's just a lot of fun. Trigger on this is really something special.
You can't take that one home. That's my personal gun.
All right, no problem.
We do have others that are similar to it.
I'm trying to convince them to give me a cart. Just let me run around.
Yeah.
That hasn't worked out.
Oh, shopping spree. We could record that. Like
That'd be
15
awesome.
minutes in the warehouse.
I'd need longer, but a big
Right.
cart. I'm just backing the truck up. It's big enough I just drive. That's enough. All right, guys. This is Rick with AirgunWeb. Thanks for watching.